Well, we want you to ask us anything. This is your chance to get to know things about us that may not normally come up on the show.
That's right. So what do they do?
If you have a question, you go to our Live in the D Facebook page and leave your query in the post. We may answer it on the air.
All right. So our question today comes from Lillian Gill. And here's a question. If you could go back to one moment in time and relive that moment or change it, where would you go back and would you change it or not?
I don't know about one moment, but there's one summer, one year in particular that I would like to go back and be a kid again and experience.
Okay.
I would say the summer of '82 for a myriad of reasons. The music, the movies, the TV shows, the fact that I was like crazy into baseball cards and my buddy and I were playing catch outside every day. And
Okay.
it was like that final gasp of childhood innocence before, you go to
Real
middle
life
school and
kicks
everything.
in.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's anything that I would go back to. I like what you said, though, so that makes me look at the question differently. Probably to something back in childhood, but I wouldn't go back and change anything.
No, I wouldn't change it.
Would you? I wouldn't change anything.
I wouldn't swing a 9-iron toward my house and knock a window out.
No.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I would not hit that golf ball. All right. How about that?
There you go. But I feel like everything that we've gone through brought us to exactly where we are now. But to answer your question, I agree with Jason. I would probably have to think of something in childhood to go back to and have fun doing.
Susan wants to know, what coffee do you enjoy in the studio? Typically anything that the Keurig will give up.
Yes.
They decided down in the news department that Newman's Own Organic is the coffee of choice, and so yeah.
I brought one of the pods down here. This is our thing right now. I don't know if you guys can get a zoom of it, but I'll just read it to you. Like you said, it's Newman's Own Organic, and it is delicious, is it not?
Oh, it's very good.
It's very, very good. And I actually
flavor.
have some in this cup over here. But that is our favorite. Normally, I get up, it's either in the French press. Y'all know I go to bed thinking about my morning coffee. Don't let me get like some new fancy almond milk, because I'm really ready to go. This morning, it was the French press. I had everything laid out. I had the spoon there, the coffee out, so I could, enjoy the start of my day.
I'm going to ask Jay, who's in the control room. Jay, how are we doing on time? Fine. Okay, so back in that same year, '82,
Yeah.
I rode all the way across Plymouth Canton from one corner to the other, all the way out from where I lived by the high school, or high schools. I lived right across the street. I rode all the way over to Ford Road in 275 to a bike shop off of Lilly, bought new decals for my bike, put the decals on, screwed them up, took them off, went all the way back over, bought a second set of decals because they had to be just right.
Back in those were the days when you can also trust that your child would be okay.
Oh, they didn't know.
Oh, they didn't?
No.
They know now.
They didn't know. They were in, my mom and my stepfather were on a trip to Hawaii, and it was my grandfather watching me. Which meant he was watching golf, and I was riding across Plymouth Canton twice.
All right. Living your best life. On that bike. All right. Well, remember, we want to answer your questions. So go to our Live in the D Facebook page and ask us anything. You ask, we'll answer.